Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you can tell, I am in a different location, and while I'm home for the weekend, I'm going to be pre-filming a couple videos for you guys. So today I'm going to be doing part 3 of Saroween, which is a new series I'm doing on my channel that every Tuesday of October I will be posting a Halloween inspired makeup look, so I can inspire people to kind of be more creative for Halloween. And what my looks are kind of simple, mainstream. They're not as intense as some of the beauty influencers like Jeffree Star, James Charles. I am personally not at their level yet, but I do admire all of their works equally. So today, as you can tell, I'm wearing my Flanders shirt, so I'm going to be doing a Little Mermaid inspired look today. So if you want to see more, just keep on watching. So what I always do is, oh, by the way, I got a new phone, so let me know in the comments below if the quality is better than it has been on my YouTube channel, because I was filming with the 7S Plus and I just got the iPhone XS. I'm pretty sure that's it. It's not the bigger one, it's the smaller one. I think it's the XS. So if the camera quality is better, please let me know in the comments. So I'm going to start off with my e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I'm just going to put a pump on and then basically just apply it to my face. I don't really feel like I should explain primer, but you know, just for the new people on the channel or new to the makeup world, just put primer on. And then I'm gonna take my Wet n Wild's Kabuki brush. I really don't know the numbers. This was given to me as a gift, so I just know it's like a flat top Kabuki brush. That's all I can really tell you. And then I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation in the shade 200. But before I use it, I'm going to shake it first. So it's a shake well before use, and sometimes I forget. But starting to get better at remembering. So I'm just going to put like 2-3 squirts on the brush. And then kind of move in closer. I really don't know if it's too zoomed in and you can't really tell what I'm doing, so kind of just let me know in the comments below what you think, and I'll take it into consideration whether I should use my old phone to film or whether you are me filming on my XS better. Yeah, I think it's the iPhone XS. I have the gold one, but it's more like rosy than gold, which I don't mind at all. Just gonna do my ears. Now that our foundation is, I'm so sorry, I think there's like a helicopter flying over my house or something. Really don't know. Could have just been a car zooming down the street. So next I'm going to use my concealer, which is the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Concealer in the shade, I just dropped it, but it's in the shade Fair. So I'm just gonna put it under my eyes, down the nose, forehead, Cupid's bow, and anyway I have a pimple. What?
You want the potato?
No, Janet, I'm currently filming a video.
Well, I have a potato chip here for Mommy, but she didn't want them.
Please go away.
Go away?
Yes. I'm so sorry. Every time I'm not in my dorm, literally someone's barging in here. So, I'm sorry. I really am. Every time I'm home, someone's screaming, someone's interrupting my videos, and I already started, so I am not going to film again. It looks pretty evenly blended. So next, I'm just going to take my Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder in the shade 01 Light. Just going to tap a little on the lid. And then I'm going to take a Profusion, it's Urban Studio powder brush, dip it in the powder, tap some off, dip it in the powder, tap some off. And then I put it where I put that concealer. And then just kind of brush it off. And then go all over my face. And kind of just flick it off after I do where I concealed. So I don't have so much excess powder all over my face. Because I do have combination skin. So I get oily in the T-zone and then kind of dry the rest of my face. So I want to be careful with the powder so I don't look too dry. So next I'm going to use bronzer. And the bronzer I'm going to use, that I always use, is the Morphe Debutante bronzer. The Morphe bronzer in the shade Debutante. That's what I mean. So I'm just taking that same brush, swirling it around, and then I like the fluffy brushes because I feel like it just applies the bronzer better. And it looks more natural, more kind of airbrushed. So I'm just going to do the 3E motion, which is, it's like a swivel motion from your forehead to your cheekbones and then your jawline. And then I'm going to do same thing on the other side. It's called the 3E. Then I'm just going to swivel brush, and then whatever product is left, just pinching it. Gonna go slightly over my nose, and maybe just hit the jawline once more. I already have pretty olivey toned tan complexion, but can't go wrong with a little tan. Especially because it's winter soon. It's gonna be winter soon. So next is blush. So the blush I'm gonna be using is by Kylie Cosmetics, Kylie Jenner. And this is in the shade Barely Legal. It's just a really pretty peachy blush. So I'm just taking this angled brush. This kind of angled blush brush. I don't know where this is from, so I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna smile and then put it on the apples of my cheeks and then kind of pat it, blend it out. And on the forehead and just on the nose, kind of give us that more sun-kissed look because we are going to be mermaids, so mermaids are always reflecting off the water, always in the sea, always in the sun, so can't go wrong with looking a little sun-kissed. So now for the highlight. I think I'm going to skip highlight for right now so then I could focus on the eyes and then the face because that is where the scales are going to come in. So right now I'm just going to focus on the eyes and then come back to the whole highlighty, scaly portion a little later for you. So let's just start off. I'm going to take just this fluffy brush, and yes, my brushes are mermaid tails, so this is kind of cohesive with the entire look. So first I'm going to take I'm going to go between the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette and then the Kylie and Jordan collaboration. So you're going to see me jump between those two palettes a lot in this video. So in the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, I'm going to take the first two shades, which are Silk Cream and MFEO. I'm just dipping into those two shades, this one and this one, as transition shades. And then I'm just going to buff those in the crease, kind of dip in a little more. I personally love mixing these two shades. They're just like the perfect transition, and I'm not putting too much, just laying down base coat for the rest of the shadows. So I think first, I'm just gonna use the same brush, but I'm gonna go into the Kylie and Jordan palette and take the shade Soulmate right here, which is a little more cool toned. It's just like a cool tone brownie shade. It's like a taupe brown. So I'm just going to kind of pack that on the lid. So I'm packing that color on the lid with that same brush. I really want the eyes to be kind of simple for right now, not too much, just like the lid part, because then we're gonna go a little more crazy. So I'm going to take the Morphe palette with Jaclyn Hill and dip into this bottom shade right here, this green shade. It's like a teal almost. It's called the Jada. So I'm going to take that on a more angled brush. So I'm just gonna dip into that color, really saturate the brush, and I'm just gonna go into the crease again. And then take it all the way out, and then bring it all the way in. So I will say this is a shade that will take some building up to get it to that maximum pigment, but if you don't mind going back in and blending a bit more, you should be fine. I'm not kicking off too much of the product because I feel that when I do that, I take off the pigment. So I'm just going through the crease, bringing outer corner, inner corner, just basically just stretching it out. And just taking my finger, just running through. And then I'm gonna do the same exact thing to the other eye. And I'm focusing it this way so I can really get in the crease a bit more. And then outer corner. If it looks a little crazy, it's okay. Don't worry. Halloween. It's supposed to be a little out there. That's the whole point of it. On Halloween, you're not who you really are. You can be whoever you want to be. It's the one night of the year where you can let yourself run free. So try not to take it too seriously if it gets messed up. Because it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be different. You can really make it however you want it. So that's a fun aspect to it. So next I'm going to go into the Kylie and Jordan palette. And I'm going to take My Heart, this purple shade. right here. I'm just gonna saturate my brush. I have to say, this is the most used palette, used shade in the palette that I have used. So I'm just kind of blending out the blue that I have with the purple. So I'm just bringing it on top. Really just mixing the two. So it is really purpley blue and starting to look a little messy because the colors are starting to blend together. So I will just fix that, and then just doing the same thing, blending out the blue with the purple. I'm just gonna add a little more purple to this eye, and then just really continue to buff and blend, because that's what this look is all about. It's all about the buffing and blending. So because there is that little hook on the end of the brush, I'm just kind of blend color in like that. Kind of just blending the colors together a little more. And then I'm just going back in with that purple, just continuing to go over. And then because the blue got kind of lost in the blending process, I'm gonna take that same brush, dip in back into that Jada shade, just like the slightest bit, and just literally go whoop, whoop. Literally not that much. And now I'm gonna just take a clean, buffing brush and literally just blend them together. Got a bit of blue up here. It's just completely fine. This is all about trial and error. So I'm just blending with the purple a little more. And then I think I'm going to take a little smaller angled brush and dip into that blue, that Jada shade, which I'm pretty sure Jada is Jaclyn Hill's niece, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm just going to take this little angled brush and literally run it on my lower lash line. I'm just gonna dip back into Jada again. Every time I do this, I always manage to hit myself in the eye. And I'm gonna buff it out again, but before gonna do any buffing. I do kind of want to add that. I kind of want to add Love You Bitch, this more burgundy shade. And I'm going to take this kind of more angled brush and dip into that shade Love You Bitch. Just so it's not heavily purpled, and just kind of buff it in to that blue. I think I'm just going to use the mirror in this palette. And then I really don't want this to be your normal kind of, oh yeah, I don't want this to be your normal look. I want this to be out there. I want this to be different. So I'm just taking a brush, going back and forth, trying to blend this out to the best of my abilities. And then for the mermaidy part, I have this kind of fishnetty styled top. So I think I'm just going to put this on the side of my face to kind of create some scales. So I have this crown brush, and I'm going to go into the Jaclyn Hill palette and dip into that shade Jada, and also this shimmery shade called Pool Party. Just going to dip into those two shades. So I'm just going to try to line this up to the best of my ability. Actually, that's gonna look a little strange. Actually, I might just take the strap part, and because I feel like, can I bite this? Yeah, I'm just gonna bite this. I feel like it's starting to form, but it might just take some time, so I'm just gonna keep I've seen this on Pinterest, but I don't know if it's gonna work in my favor. This seemed super easy when they did it. Let me try if it will work with my kabuki brush, because I really want to get the scales of the mermaid, because literally that's what a mermaid's known for, is their scales, right? I feel like this might work a little better. You can always just wash it, it's fine, it's literally just makeup. So I'm just gonna try to stamp this. Nothing. I literally feel like I'm just painting my shirt. Maybe it's the material, but I still feel like it should work the same way, if that makes sense. You can kind of see the pattern for me a little bit. I see them on Pinterest and they literally just use like a brush, like painted it on. Maybe I'm not using the right products, but it's still kind of like this bluish look, like green tint. So it does look kind of mermaidy, but it's really not what I wanted. I wanted more of the scales. Let me just try the blue. Maybe it might be the shimmer. I'm not really sure. But this is all work in progress. So see, not everything is going to be easy, but if you try and put in the work, it will amaze you what you can do. So see, look, you can see like the impressions. That did not work how I expected, but that's okay. I can literally just take my white eyeliner and just draw some squares. You can kind of see the impressions. I kind of want to see if, like, if I just hold it up to my face. Oh yeah, that kind of works. Okay, yeah, it's kind of leaving the impression of scales. Kind of. So, oops, I've got none. So, older. If you wanna go and take a ride with me, better hit me, baby, one more time. Now for highlight, I'm going to use the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit. And I think I'm just gonna kind of like mix around shades just to like get a really celestial, kind of mermaidy. I'm literally just mixing all 6 shades in this palette. Just to kind of come up with my own unique color. And then like this, oops, I'm sorry, I'm Anne Marie. I think that's her name, Anne Marie, 2002, stuck in my head. So I'm digging into that. It's like a green, blue shift. It's called Lucky Clover. And I'm just putting this where that blue was. Just to kind of hide the fact that it didn't work out how I want it. So I'm just gonna dig into that Lucky Clover. Pop that in the inner corners. And then going back into the Kylie and Jordan palette, taking the shade Marry Me. It's a really pretty silver with like a tin. Just adding a little, because I know we always put soulmate down, but I just want to add a little shimmer to the lids. Not too much. Wasn't how I expected it to turn out, but we all can learn. Just adding a little more blue. But we all learn from our mistakes, and it doesn't look too bad. Still looks very mermaidy. Still looks very under the sea creature vibes. So now I'm going to do mascara. Usually lashes help pull everything together. So this is the Avenue Waterproof Mascara. And then just applying thin coat. Literally not much at all. And now lips. So I'm going to be mixing a purple and a blue. So this blue, it's literally just a blue lipstick. I just got it from Party City for when I was Stitch a couple years ago for Halloween. So I literally just got this from Party Store. And then this is the NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in the shade Sway. It's just like a lavender purple. So I kind of want to put the purple on the outside and focus the blue on the inside. So I'm just going to basically line my lips with the purple. So I'm just lining my lips with the purple. And I'm just gonna kind of fix it up. Then going in with that blue, just filling in. And then I'm going to go into that Jaclyn Hill palette and take that shade Pool Party. This really pretty shimmery color. And then I think I'm gonna mix a little bit of Diva in too. It's kind of like a darker kind of olive green shift. So I'm just taking Pool Party and dabbing that on the center, and then taking that Diva shade and then packing that on the outer corners, and then so it is a very mermaidy under the sea look. So now I am just going to spray my face with setting spray. This is the Master Fix, Maybelline Master Fix Wear Boosting Setting Spray, and just giving quick spurts. Fanning it in. And now I'll zoom you guys in for a bit of a closer look. So there you go. There's my little Ariel mermaidy look for you guys. Comment down below what you want to see next. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Hope you have a very spooky season. And always remember, be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweeter inside. Slay the day.